Oh, wait. That did it. It looks like that did it. Okay. Hi. I think you should be able to see and hear me. I apparently my Wi-Fi is not streaming very well. It's working otherwise because I'm hotspotting off my phone, which is using Wi-Fi. But my computer directly to Wi-Fi isn't quite working. So make sure that I'm in fact on the screen, which I don't know. Maybe I'm not. I don't know. Try reloading this. Here I am. Okay. All right. Yay. I'm here. Okay. I can just after my camera fell. Oh, sorry. It might have been loud. Okay. I think the microphone is charged tonight. So, but I'll keep paying attention to it. And if I don't see the green light, then I'll switch mics. So yay. Hi. Sorry about that. Sorry about the technical difficulties. I don't know why the hell happened. It seems like lately my internet has been getting shittier and shittier. I don't know why. And it's been having less traffic on it too, because like my son's been spending a lot of time with his grandparents. So my oldest son, and like he has his own server and shit. But if he's not here, then the server doesn't really get run much. So for some reason, it's like I don't know. I'm over. My network is slow as fuck. So thanks, Spectrum. Anyway. Right, I know. But my phone though, oh, I'm pretty sure hotspot uses, oh, maybe it doesn't. Okay, because now it says 5G. Never, okay. I just assumed that it used for internet that the okay. It's all right. I have an unlimited plan, so which is no, there is no such thing as like a truly unlimited plan, but it's mostly unlimited. There's that. Anyway. But mom, look at I can see I look like shit though. I'm all hazy or whatever. And I'm freezing a lot, aren't I? I'm fucking freezing a lot. Bullshit. Do one more thing. See if we can prove it a little. Where's my big network? There we go. Yeah, you might lose me again for a second, but I'll come right. And now I'm back. And I still look like shit. I still look all cloudy. Okay. Why am I frozen now? I'm not frozen over here. Is it better than nothing though? Is it really better than they appreciate it? Yeah, there's nothing else I can really do. I don't know why it's not fucking. And this doesn't. Okay, so like my live stream, the StreamYard thing in the backstage, it shows the live, how long you've been live for, and then it shows like the Wi-Fi bars. Well, the Wi-Fi bar is showing 1. Okay, but like it's pulling my phone right, and my computer's right here. It's showing one bar. My phone's even showing 2. Okay. I have no idea what's wrong with my Wi-Fi. I'm seriously thinking about snack or something like that for like the next 5 minutes, and I think I'm gonna do that because I don't want to I I don't like how it looks. I'm gonna reset my Wi-Fi real quick, okay? I'm not gonna stop the stream, okay? Because if I do that, then it just everything I had to start everything and re-put in all the info, and I don't want to do that. So I'm gonna lose internet for about 2 minutes, 2 to 3 minutes, but then I'll be right back. Hopefully that'll take care of the problem, and it won't be an ordeal. So starting right now, what is this? It's 10:41. So we'll say 10:45. 10:45. Meet back here at 10:45. Okay. I'm going to put that in the chat here. Meet back here at 10:45 p.m. Okay. And I will be right back. Let me go try restarting it real quick. Yay! It actually found me that time. All right, now what do I look like? And refresh that. And I have good bar strength now. I think that's all I needed to do was reset my modem. Although I still look like shit, kind of. Yeah, I still look like shit. Whatever. I don't care. I'm not hotspotting now, though. At least I'm not having to hotspot. So there's that, I guess. Whatever. I don't care. I'll turn the fucking camera off if I have to. Whatever. Anyway, let's get started. So, I was searching for something on. It started off, I was searching for something on Google, and then I went to YouTube. And anyway, I was. Is that connect? Yeah. Okay. I was trying to find something, and I came across a video. I maybe I had watched it when it came out. I don't know. I don't really remember. But bottom line is, I don't really remember it much in the video. But I wanted to just play it again. And yeah, this is old news. I get that. But it's old news that's resurfaced. And something dawned on me while I was watching this video that is just so blatantly obvious. And I'm an idiot for not really seeing it before, but I just wanted to just share my eureka moment, I guess. And then we're going to move on to something else. But anyway, oh wait, I didn't even say hi to anyone yet because my internet sucks so bad. All right. Hi, Koi. Hi, Mr. Black Wolf. Hi, Purple Dragon Chill. Hi, Tammy Sue. Hi, Short Order Cook. Hi, Sunny D. Hey, KB. Hey, Jess. Hey, Sean Coffee. Hi, Dr. A. Hi, Aunt Lala. Hi, Lulu B. I love that name, Lulu. Hey, Sally B. You see? I think I see you yet. Why am I muted alert? Why are they still coming through? I can't really see without my glasses off. Hi, Edward. Hi, Java Man. Hi, Joby. Why did it sound like it almost said jailbait there? Oh, it's crazy. Hey, Jess. I think I said hi to you, but I'm not sure. Okay. Now I know I did. All right. So, hi, everyone. Sorry for the rocky start there. Hopefully, actually, I'm looking at my screen now through YouTube, and it actually looks a lot better. So, I'm glad it's working better now. So, yeah. Anyway, so I'm going to share this. It's a short video. It's only like 10, 15 minutes long, but it's an older video, and it's from the channel of Conversations with Kay Baxter's channel. And for those of you who don't know or forgotten or whatever, Kay Baxter's channel is the one that did the infamous stream there where Nat and Katie Joy up on panel together, and Katie was pretty much, having Nat's back and shit. And in fact, the date that this video here was uploaded on June 20th, 2021. The date of the stream that I was just mentioning was July 17th or 19th. So it was like a month later. I think that's, I don't know. I want to just point that out. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and pull it up right now and start playing it. There's 2-day-old kittens at the 24 hour. Go ahead. You want to share the link in there? I know people are going to want to see the kittens. I'm going to want to see them too. There's a stream. So Purple Dragon Chill found this channel that does 24-hour streams of just kittens. And they have 2-day-old kittens, it sounds like. So yeah, but don't go check it out until after my stream. Okay. This one? So all right, so the name of this video is Twitter Tea, Mata Cristobal, Katie Joy's niece, new Twitter and Reddit accounts is All Things Sassy Amal. And the reason why I was looking for something completely different, but I came across something. You know how it is when you go down, you're looking for one thing, but then you see something else, and you see something else, and it's not even like a rabbit hole because you're not searching. You're just you're getting distracted. That's what it was. It was like one distraction after another, after another, after another, and I ended up here. And I think one of the reasons why I was able to get distracted along this course is because of how well, because of how sassy and all this is being brought up again, you know? So yeah, with the reason why it's being brought up again is because Katie is alleging that she's getting all of these things all over again. And now she's blaming all these new people for it. And to the point where she's actually going real life about it and having investigations started into people that just falsely and filing for TROs and shit like that. So here we are. Here I am. Whatever. Here we all are. So I'm gonna go ahead and play this. The beginning part of the video isn't so much relevant, but I mean, why not? Why not just listen to the whole thing? It's only 10 minutes long. But as it goes on, it becomes more and more relevant.
Some Twitter tea. Oh, there's a lot to unpack. I'm Kay, and I just tell it like it is.
I'm gonna speed her up.
So let's just get started. Oh, this week has been crazy. I had where she had started a 25 post thread on Twitter about creepshow art. Again, you know, the one she said she wasn't going to talk about anymore. And yet here was a 25.
What I'm playing here now, it's not even a stream. It's not one of Kay streams. This is one of her uploads. This upload was about a month before that stream with Nat on it. So yeah, and don't get me wrong, and I mean I can share the link to that stream and everything. It's definitely interesting to watch, but just so you know, it's like a 5.5 hour stream. Katie doesn't come on until like the 4 hour mark, and Katie and Nat both don't come on to like the 4 hour mark. I had to give someone else a timestamp for something else earlier today, but it's not relevant here. So yeah, about the 4 hour mark anyways. But as entertaining as that stream is, I highly recommend watching the one with Little Miss Noble, because I find that one has been, at least I watched it, I re-listened to it, and it's been pretty eye-opening. But anyways, but I digress. This is not a stream, it's just a 10-minute upload.
Post thread. Now I had it on here, but it's all just too much, so I took it back off because it's just the same old stuff of her constantly saying she didn't do what Creepshow said she did, but we all know she did allegedly do what Creepshow said she did. And it's just the same thing over and over and over.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. I want to, maybe not this part. All right, I am going to turn my camera off for a moment. But there are some screenshots coming up in the video that I'm going to enlarge as much as I can.
I can't with this stuff. And he was going every post trying to get him to pay attention to her. Anybody that posts about creepshow art on Twitter, Katie was right there posting, telling her story over and over, trying to get the attention on her, trying to play the victim, in my opinion. And yes, this video is just my opinions and should not be construed as facts. So this went on all week long with her, and then she kept...
I have to say, I kind of agree with her opinion.
Saying, okay, I'm done. I'm not going to talk about creepshow anymore. And then she would post about her again. I think even yesterday, the first post on here, she made again about creepshow art after...
She's wonderful insight and taking question. Oh.
She said she was done showing how many subs creepshow art had lost. It's just, she's so possessed with this. It's like she just cannot stop talking about it. And people keep telling her just because Creepshow did something bad doesn't rid you of what you did, which was also bad.
So here's where my interest begins mostly. This is a screenshot, and it's from 6:20. Okay, so what was the date of this stream? I said, I think I said 6:20 or something. Okay, so yeah, this screenshot of this post was taken on the same day that this upload was uploaded. So Katie had written on Reddit, an account that goes by without a crystal ball, underscore DOX is my husband's estranged niece. She did an AMA and she knows nothing about us. She told me to shut the fuck up and blamed my son, and blamed by, I think she means my son, and blamed my son for my husband's alcoholism. He also disparaged my husband by claiming all he does is take care of our son. So, now from what I understand, the AMA in which she's talking about had happened sometime before this day, before 620. I don't think it was like 6 months prior, but it was sometime before. But she knew, she had to have known about it because she stalks the fucking subreddit like crazy. So if she would have definitely heard that one of her family members was talking all kinds of shit about her on there. So she had to have known about it like right around the time it happened. But for some reason though, she didn't come out about it until this time frame. And there's a reason for that, I think, but I'm gonna let it play.
I mean, the stuff that goes on is just crazy. Then, because there's always more, then she doxed her own niece, her husband's sister, on a video she did last night talking about the AMA Reddit that this person did.
It says, my husband worked for 20 years for CenturyLink. He was laid off last spring. She knows nothing about us, but is actively participating in slandering and harassing us. Joy is not our family, and her father is furious. We are done with you. But she's a grown-ass adult. I don't think she really cares. But dad's mad. And I doubt that her dad's
talking
furious
about KJ and her husband. But this was months ago. And no Kate knew that. So why is she bringing this up now? Like it's new news. See, I was wondering back when that was posted. Why didn't she say anything? I was shocked. I was like, I know she's had to have seen this. Why hasn't she said anything?
It says something suing my husband's niece. Something can calm the fuck down. I don't know this woman. I met her maybe 5 times. Well, then you know her. Okay? That drives me nuts. I have no idea who she is. I only met her and talked to her like 15 times. You know, what the fuck? Just stop. Anyway, we don't have a relationship with her and never have. In the 11 years we've been married. It's really? So your husband hasn't had a relationship with his niece in the entire time you guys have been together. It's not a plus. That's not something to put in your plus column, okay? My husband has 6 half siblings, 3 on each side. He's the only child of his parents. The half siblings never lived together, and he never lived with, I don't know what else I was going to say.
But apparently she's been holding it in her back pocket.
Oh, and this post or this tweet was made the day before this video was uploaded, so on 6/19.
So my thought is, I don't know, somehow it triggered her when Creepshow's sister came on Twitter and was talking about her sister doxing her. And, you know, Katie was all over that, trying to get her to answer her questions, telling her what a victim she was. And then suddenly she comes out.
Has 6 half siblings, 3 on each side. He's the only child. Half siblings never lived together, and he never lived with some of his siblings. Just because someone is related to you doesn't make them family. We are close to her dad, but he's not close to her. What? That doesn't even make sense. We are close to her dad, but the dad's not close to her. So who are you close with? Because I thought it was, so you're close with your husband's brother-in-law? Because that would be the father of the niece. But I think Katie's talking about her father-in-law. This just doesn't fucking make sense. Anyway.
Out with doxing her own niece, gave her a real name, allegedly. Well, it's not really allegedly because she said it. So, Katie, you keep saying you never dox anybody and then you dox them. To me, that's doxing. You gave her a real name several times, I believe. And that's your family. That's your own family member. I just can't even believe it. It just.
Something her dad and stepmom, what she's up to. And when we confronted her with her saying she wanted to punch me, she blocked us. Weird. Haven't talked to her in 6 years and she wants to punch me. Yeah. I'm willing to bet that there's people on the internet who've never talked to you in 6 years or ever. And they might want to punch you too. I mean, I'm not saying it's not right. I don't agree with it, and no one should ever punch you. Okay. I want to just put that out there. But the feeling, I'm just saying that it's not, I don't think it's all that weird. I don't. I don't.
Just she still shocks me with how far she'll go. I don't know why, but it still shocks me. In the meantime, a person called All Things Sassy on Twitter and YouTube starts posting that Katie is striking all of her videos and getting all of her videos taken down, and she's all upset. And then Katie starts posting that she now knows who the person that turned her into CPS is. So then this person, try to stay with me here, it's convoluted.
Wait, what?
This person posts on Twitter and accuses All Things Sassy of.
Wait, I don't want to miss that. But I'm getting a couple texts in here. Huh? Oh, that's interesting. Oh. No shit, I never even knew that this existed. I mean, I knew I've searched the Wayback Machine on her account. If you don't do the exact date though, then you don't see it. No shit. Okay. What do I have open? I don't have anything open. Okay. Oh wait a minute. What am I doing? You have an iPhone, don't you? So. Yep. Okay, so I can pull it up on my iMac. All right, I'm gonna rewind this just a little bit because I want to catch that from a specific part.
Her videos taken down, and she's all upset. And then Katie starts posting.
Okay,
her video name. A person called All Things Sassy on Twitter and YouTube starts posting that Katie is striking all of her videos and getting all of her videos taken down, and she's all upset. And then Katie starts posting that she now knows who the person that turned her into CPS is.
Oh my God. So that caught my attention because I didn't realize, and I'd like to see this in chronological order to fully accept it as fact. But I mean, it does seem like enough people pointed this out maybe at the time. So it could, I'm leaning toward it being true. But I never really dawned on me, or I never knew that All Things Sassy was like calling Katie out or complaining or whatever, accusing her of striking her videos before what's about to be discussed next.
So then this person, try to stay with me here, it's convoluted.
Okay, so
this person posted.
All right. So what we're seeing here on screen, it says, Katie and Todd personally, I've been speaking to, okay, so this message here is something I think Sassy shared with Katie. But the person who wrote this message is Natalie. Okay. And it says, I don't know, something Katie and Todd personally. I've been speaking to Katie since the end of 2018. I have evidence to prove this. She's been in group chats with my friends and on video with us too. I know a lot about her and things that have happened behind the scenes. That's why I'm helping the police with their investigation. But I stand by my actions because I'm deeply concerned and have been for a long time. Katie promised me she was reporting Todd and did a complete U-turn. I've recorded evidence of my own, but the police, okay. So in other words, Natalie was trying to claim that she had witnessed Todd doing like despicable things or whatever on video against Katie and or the child or something. So Natalie was trying to allegedly get other people along with herself to report the family to CPS. I have a theory on that, but we're going to get to that in a second. But this is who wrote this, and it was written to Sassy.
Post on Twitter and accuses all things Sassy of being a mole for Katie and shows a screenshot.
Now, this here is a screenshot. The name up top there says something DID system. That was Natalie's account. And it says, "This is your mole, guys. But as I said, I reported in good faith. The police are well aware of this, as are the FBI, as unlike you, I've done nothing wrong. And I will never regret trying to safeguard a child." And the screenshot here is shared. It says, so Natalie is saying to Sassy, because she would be the one in blue, "Information and videos, they're captured. I take full responsibility. Be my actions are done in good faith." And then Sassy said, "Report Todd." So there was like, I don't know, some proof or evidence of some shit or whatever. I'm going to let it play.
And the screenshot, it's not clear to me. I'm not sure if this is true. This is just what's being alleged. The screenshot isn't real clear. It does show all things Sassy talking to somebody. But the weird thing to me is this is, if you look at it where it says all things Sassy, it already shows 0 followers, 0 whatever. And once this came out on Twitter,
it probably shows that because all things Sassy, I think, kind of deleted her accounts or something right around now this time. She could have like deactivated her Twitter account before the screenshot was taken. I'm not sure, but I know that does matter on some social media. I'm not sure about Twitter. I've never tested it, but it wouldn't have surprised me. This next screenshot says something out, or I found out who reported us to, I'm guessing CPS. I also found out a distant family member is in a Discord claiming to have dirt on us. People from the Discord are now admitting that there are people actively stalking me from this server. This is beyond sick. Like, okay. Notice that though?
all things Sassy went and deleted her Twitter account, took down her YouTube, and disappeared. Nobody's heard from her since yesterday. So that's not good. Sassy, if you didn't do it, get a hold of me. Let me know. I've been asking around. Nobody seems to know for sure. The one screenshot is all anybody's seen, I think, as far as I know. But it does seem suspicious. I said this about Creepshow. If things people are saying about you aren't true, but then you delete all your stuff and disappear.
Right. So I'm just going to go ahead and read these anyway. So Karma's Enabler asks, "Where is all things Sassy? All her tweets are gone." Meek says, "She's a Katie stan. It'll all come out." Karma says, "What a bunch of lunatics. Seriously. Wasn't she complaining that her videos were being struck by Katie? Goes to show that nobody can be trusted, especially new accounts." March 2021. Oh, so that answers my question. Possibly. I'd still want to verify that, especially considering who it's coming from there and Karma's Enabler. But okay. And then Michelle says, "I remember thinking the strikes receipts looked weird. I couldn't put my finger on it, but I did find it odd. All those striked videos would only equal one account strike. Something was off there, but I haven't been striked. So I told myself maybe I just don't know."
It does give people a feeling you're feeling guilty about something or you wouldn't disappear. So if it's not true, Sassy, get a hold of me. I have no proof that it's true, but it does seem suspicious. And this is the thing. I don't ever trust anybody. I just don't. I especially don't trust new people that just suddenly appear and are just.
Michelle says, "Explain why no one sees something around, but I kind of get this impression Jessie just does." Oh, Jessie Bear. Jessie just does her job and doesn't necessarily agree with the boss's antics online, but she, besides Katie and Todd, would definitely be the one that has nothing to lose and everything to gain.
Raging right out of the gate and just going crazy about Katie and just coming up with all this stuff. And I'm always like, who is that? And I just keep my distance.
And then this is Katie saying, that's right. Katie started a new account around this time. This is it. And she says, "This is really me. My other account, Without a Crystal Ball Official, will remain active as I wait to hear back from Twitter support. Thanks."
Because I don't ever trust it. I just don't. So it seemed odd to me that Sassy, the last couple days, was begging people to send her information and send her videos. So it all just seems suspicious. But then there's still more. Because then tonight, Katie chose that she's made a new Twitter account. And people are like, well, why are you making a new Twitter? And she's telling everybody to go over to her new Twitter. And she says, well, this one's marked sensitive by Twitter, so people aren't seeing my posts, and that's why I don't get any engagement.
To which I call bullshit, because she knew that her account was not being seen. They weren't, like, you had to type in the exact URL to pull up her account on Twitter. And it was like that for months. She was bitching about it for months. So this is bullshit.
Okay, Katie. Well, your account has been marked sensitive since January. It got marked sensitive, which everybody told you back in January, because you were posting those horrible videos.
Yeah, I don't know why it was marked sensitive. I'm not sure exactly when it was, but I know that she was bitching about it for months.
Of the woman at the Capitol building. That's all I'll say, so I don't get in trouble with YouTube. Everybody told Katie that back in January. Apparently, I guess she didn't believe it, or she just
something updating there until I can get something notified to come here.
just now realized it was true. And by the way, here's another sock puppet account, allegedly, of Katie's. But I will say, when you click,
to which I'm going to say something here. So that's not a sock puppet account. That's not. A sock puppet account is an account that masks the fact that it's you on the account for whatever reason. Like, maybe you want to gain access or not be blocked from something. So you don't want to reveal that it's you or have anything that ties to you. Therefore tipping off the owners of this space online that it is you coming to invade their space again, so they can then block you again. Okay. You don't put just a different variation of your name on your sock account. Like I have 2 Aaron Costello accounts on Facebook. And the only reason why I have the second account is because I ended up in jail and I just wanted a backup account. But I would never use that backup account as a sock account because you can tell it's me. Anyway, so this account here, in my opinion, anyways, was either actually Katie or it was just someone trying to make it look like it was Katie stupidly and whatever, I guess, lazily doing a sock account. I don't know, but whatever.
the links, it goes to Katie's videos. So I'm pretty sure that's one of Katie's accounts. So allegedly, that's one of Katie's sock puppet accounts. But this stuff has just gotten
okay. So here, I want to read that. Oh, it's her posting there. This was in the subreddit. She says something. My other account got mass flagged at some point in fall or winter. For some reason, when that happened, Twitter permanently marked my account as sensitive content. Some of my subs/followers couldn't see my tweets due to their settings. When an account is flagged this way, Twitter also doesn't push out new tweets. I sent a message to Twitter support, but don't know if I'll hear back. You don't even have to do all that to get this rectified. It's a system. There's actually a website too where you can check it and just do a few things and get it back within minutes. Okay, whatever. I digress. I'm not here for hate. Just wanted to be transparent. The account has virtually no engagement due to the account being marked this way. I don't know how this happened because I don't share adult content or graphic violence. It may have been during January when I retweeted other journalists' videos of the Capitol insurrection. I love how someone comments, virtually no engagement. Like, girl, fuck off. Get out of here. Anyway.
Crazy today. And I keep thinking it's Father's Day. It's Father's Day. You know, I don't have young kids anymore. Mine are all grown and gone. We already celebrated today. But I just find it astounding anybody would have this time on Father's Day to do all this. So she went and made the new Twitter, told everybody to go up there. And then where does she show up? She starts posting on Reddit.
So this here, let's see. Woodpecker, whatever, says everything is everyone else's fault. It couldn't possibly be that she did something to get others to report her. No, Katie never does anything wrong. Everyone is in a huge conspiracy against her. Poor Katie. Katie says, I don't know if it was me or someone else. I did retweet videos during the Capitol insurrection. A lot of accounts got flagged during that time. But I've been attacked by trolls on Twitter and mass reported, especially during the time of the lawsuit. Thanks. Next person says, her biography says blogger and not journalist. Do you think she's finally got the memo? Sunny says, when you use graphic words to describe essay and re-victimize women, that tends to happen. It's true.
Oh, it's so funny. She starts posting on Reddit. because somebody posted on the Reddit about her making a new Twitter. So she goes and posts, and then people are posting some nasty things to her. And she said she doesn't get nasty, which kind of surprised me. But she tells somebody, "Aren't you a sweetheart?" And then she goes back and deletes it, or the mods did, but I think Katie did.
Okay, I already read that.
I don't see why the mods would have deleted that. So then, not only that, she also made a Reddit for her own account. And she's asking people on Twitter to go to her new Reddit account. Oh man, she's been busy today. I'm telling you, she is a busy little beaver. I don't know how she finds the time.
Get the fuck out of here, Katie.
I barely found time to make this video. I've been trying to make one for days, and then I get busy, and then she does something else, and then I have to start all over again. Katie, you're so busy that I can't keep up with my videos. My Twitter tea is lagging because your Twitter is changing like every 30 minutes. But I find it so
This is all building up to something. Just bear with me for
ironic that she's going to do her own Reddit. I guess this is like her third try trying to get people to come to her Reddit. It's just hilarious to me. I just can't even. All the intrigue this week with all things Sassy, and I don't know. It's a hot mess. I'm still really bothered though that she would dox her own family member. I mean, you would think you would keep that private. And so, what do you guys think? Why did she hold that in her back pocket?
See, that is kind of stupid, in my opinion. Like, all right, if I'm not sure what exactly the family member divulged or whatever about Katie, I do remember reading it, but I can't really remember what was said. So I'm thinking that nothing really that's sensationalized was shared or whatever. But the thing is, though, is the family member was anon. She was anonymous while she was doing the AMA. Like the moderators for the subreddit verified that she was in fact this family member, but that said nobody else knew about it. Well, at first nobody else knew about it. So really, Katie could have just sat there and said, "That person wasn't a relative with." No, that person's lying to you. Like she could have gone that route. She could have, and she probably, because I'm not sure that the family member would have wanted to have her name put out there. So the family member might have just sat back and shut up about it. But she didn't. Instead, she threw a fit about it. Therefore, thus confirming that this anonymous person is, in fact, a family member of Katie's. And therefore, you can trust whatever it is she said. It's fucking stupid, in my opinion, but I digress. Okay.
All this time. And then yesterday, she's all of a sudden upset about it. And then at the same time, all this stuff with Sassy comes out. Something was brewing. I knew something was brewing all week. I was like, there's too much deflection going on, too many strange things going on. I still think there's something bigger coming. Something else is going on. I still feel like there's something else that we're missing. Maybe you guys know what it is. If you do, let me know down in the comments. I've never seen so much craziness. I'm telling you, ever since the whole creep show thing broke, it's like everything's just gone downhill. I've never seen so much drama, intrigue, sock accounts.
Oh, yeah, that's right. She tried starting her own subreddit, like a supporting subreddit.
Moles.
Oh yeah.
It's just too much. It's almost too much. But you got to be like me and just laugh it off, because what else are you going to do?
All right. So
anyway,
whatever. That's the end of that. Okay. One last thing. So that was on 6/21. And there's one more. And it is not that one, not that one. Okay, so I think it's, what was that? What's the name title of that one? Okay, yep, all right. Yeah, almost positive it's this one. So all right. Okay, shut up. Shut up, Kate. Oops, wrong one. All right, so this one here is basically Kay going over some Twitter tea or whatever she calls it, whatever. Oh wait, no, this one's older. Or no, it's around the same time. This one, why did the other one? I swear the other one said 2 years ago, and this one's saying 3 years ago. Anyway, This one might not be it though. So we're going to go. Oops, there. No, not that one. Not that one. I just watched it, so it should have a red bar going across the bottom. Right, oh, I guess it is that one. Okay. So, yeah, there's that one. It was after that one. I thought I watched 3 of them, but I guess not. Okay. So it is this one. All right, we're gonna play it.
This is just too much, you guys. Too much going on. Too much craziness. Everybody's getting so confused. People are all fighting again. It's not good. First of all, I want to address this by Katie Joy about why she's not showing her face on camera, and she came up with all these excuses. But let's face it, she's appeared on camera without makeup many times. I would say 50% of the time. So why is that a big deal now? That just doesn't even make sense. Why she's doing that. So now let's just get to the meat of this. First, I want to say regarding Sassy, I don't know Sassy. I don't know exactly what happened, but I have heard she got in a tiff with the Reddit group about posting her videos on there. She was pretty upset about it. Then this stuff happened with Nat.
That's not why they got pissed off. They got pissed off at Sassy because Sassy outed the niece to Katie.
She was messaging with Nat, and then she sent those messages from Nat to Katie. She did. I mean, I feel like that's pretty much a fact now that she sent those messages to Katie. Now, here's the thing. Maybe she sent those messages to Katie because she felt like she was in dangerous territory, felt like things were really bad going on, and wanted to let Katie know. If that's the case, I totally get it. There's nothing wrong with that. If she felt like Katie was in danger because of this or something, then yeah, no problem with that. So Sassy, if that was it, just say that was it. Nobody cares. It's not a big deal. If that's how you were feeling, then that's how you felt. And I can understand if you're kind of new to this group and getting in over your head. And I feel like Sassy's a pretty thin-skinned woman. I've said before, if you're going to be on YouTube, you got to get a thick skin. If you're sensitive, this is not the place for you. So Sassy, nobody hates you. None of that is going on. So if that's why you disappeared and deleted your accounts, come back. Nobody cares. It's not a big deal. Or if you want to talk to me, get a hold of me. So I don't know. I don't really think she was a mole for Katie as much as I think she thought Katie was in a dangerous situation. I could be wrong, though. Some people say I'm being naive.
This is days later. This is within days after the previous video we just watched. I just want to point that out.
We have seen where people start a channel to be a mole for Katie. This has happened. So we can't act like that has never happened because it most certainly has. And we have all watched it. So that's why people are suspicious. It's not like people are just pulling this out of thin air, right? Okay, so now that we're done with the Sassy part, now we get to all this stuff exploding on Twitter with Natalie. That's who it all goes back to. It goes back to Natalie. Once again, it's breaking this community apart, pitting person against person. Oh, it's just terrible. I hate to see this happen again, and it always happens. I just got to say it like it is. It always happens when Natalie comes around. That's just a fact. I have no bad feelings towards Natalie. I have huge empathy for her, but I feel like things are not right. I've got all the screenshots here. Pause to read them. These are all the screenshots from Natalie. Screenshots showing that Natalie's screenshots are faked, et cetera, et cetera. I have all Preacher Boy's screenshots here, and a lot of you are talking about that. Do I think Katie sent those to Preacher Boy? Absolutely not. No, I don't. Those were not sent by Katie. I just think people need to be able to take a step back and look at this stuff and see that so much of it is so similar to what happened a few months ago when the lawsuit started. This is like a repeat, almost an exact repeat of that whole thing.
That right there. We're going to stop there for a minute, okay? Because that's when I had my eureka moment earlier when I was listening to that. Think about that. So like the exact opposite that she was saying, and she's right. I think she's right. Where everything was exactly the same, just like now, this has been playing the same exact playbook, the same exact one. Now, okay, it's been alleged that that back during the lawsuit, the Toddy Westbrook lawsuit, that it was Katie behind all this shit, or it was done on behalf of Katie, rather. And it's also been alleged that it was done as an effort or means in which to hurt Katie. Well, To which I ask, who, how did it hurt Katie? Did it hurt Katie? Because she settled her lawsuit. She didn't have to pay anything. She just had to pretty much hand over some emails and shit that she had, or her communications with Clark Swanson, basically. It was, yeah, she had to pay lawyers' fees or whatever, but okay. But as far as the affecting the outcome of the case or affecting the case, the lawsuit, um, you could argue that this really kind of worked out for her. I mean, I think it worked out for Tati too, because Tati, I think her main goal, her main target was to have a good defense, to have something to come at her business partner with, Clark Swanson, and Katie was a means to that end. So I think Tati absolutely got what she needed and wanted out of this lawsuit as well. However, as far as like trying to hurt Katie or trying to muddy the waters or trying to push that agreement or settlement to happen under terms that would be more satisfying to Katie, I would say that the events that took place helped her in those efforts. I would definitely not say that they hurt her at all. So, given that, why the hell would, after this lawsuit and everything's been settled, now mind you, this video was done in the end of June 2021, so the settlement had already happened. Okay, it was already announced and everything. There were no other lawsuits for Katie. I think she still had like the Todd Chrisley one just starting or happening or something, but that's it. Why the hell would anyone, if it was originally done to her, Katie, why would they be doing it all over again at this point in time in 2021? How's it? Why? What's the goal? How's it going to hurt Katie? If there's no like lawsuits or whatever for her to really worry about, or just nothing of news, why would people try to do this again? Unless it was Katie behind it. And now that everything's been settled and, it's all closed and no one's like really paying attention anymore, because there's no lawyers involved anymore, no court involved anymore. Now it could be done again. It could be concluded in the manner which she wants. And it can be also used to blame it on those that she wishes. And at the time, it was Steve mostly, Tina, myself a little bit, and Dottie, a few other people, I think. But yeah, because I always wondered how the hell like Katie and Uni went from, it could be anyone, and especially with the FBI investigation, whatever, and they ended up landing on us. Like, that just, I don't know. It just, and knowing what I know, that was intended. That was forced. That was constructed. That didn't just like follow the information or whatever, didn't land there. No, that avenue was plowed out ahead of time. So, and I think that that's what's happening again now. Only now, see, my theory is still, I don't care. And I'm sharing my theory because I think this is happening again, and only with new players. But my theory, I think, was back then is that they had someone come in and start all these incendiary rumors or whatever, start asking all of us anti-KD people or whatever for videos on this. Help me construct this. Help me report this. Help me come at Katie on this in this way using this. And I think that they expected people to really jump on the chance to do that. But I think that they were disappointed because not many people really cared to or wanted to or were that stupid. And I wonder if that's where Sassy came in. They needed someone to still come in and be like, to find a way to blame this all on the anti-Katie community. And if they're not taking the bait, well, they need someone to make it look like they're taking the bait for her, I wonder if that's what was Sassy's role. Because again, Sassy came around a year ago, allegedly, anyways. She was under the name Allison Jones, running the Facebook group, started all kinds of shit that people are still having to fucking deal with on a legal matter, on a legal level too. And then she just poof disappeared. But before she disappeared, she shared a messenger with someone about how, I forgot that so and so messaged me, it sent me an email. I'm thinking, since I never responded, I should just act like, oh, I just saw this email, but then act like I don't know what they're talking about. That I haven't been running a Facebook group. None of this was me, and I never saw that before until the other day. And I looked at it, I'm like, why the fuck would they? Why would the fuck would this person say that? I mean, I don't think that that's what they ended up doing, but why would you even think of doing that? Why would you think of acting like, oh, I was never here? I'm just going to lie to them and say I was never here. Now that I got them to do all kinds of crazy shit, I'm just going to be like, I wasn't me. Why would you say that? You know? But to bring it up to current day, well, now Katie is using the same playbook to come at another creator and, legally. But this creator is fighting back, which is I'm happy to see. So we've yet to see how or where this is going to go. But Katie did manage to get an investigation started, and they investigated. So I'm told, like they looked into like people in the community, primarily this person that Katie has taken to court. And I'm told that there's nothing leading back to anyone, and certainly not to the person that's going to court. I don't have that verified yet because just nothing's been quite released, but and take it with a grain of salt. I can't give it my stamp of approval. Like this is absolutely true. It's what I'm told. I have no reason to doubt it, but I haven't yet to verify it. So yeah, that would mean, if that's true though, that would mean that the person Katie has been accusing for months now is not guilty, or at least there's nothing to insinuate guilt. Well, then why is she still going to court? Why is she still pushing this? Why is she still ignoring this fact and running with the narrative that it's this person? Why? And furthermore, none of us here in the community benefit from this shit. But if we were behind it, it would be a huge fucking risk, right? And if caught, I mean, it would be a huge fucking payment, basically. We pay for it one way or the other. So why would we do that but get no benefit from it? Who's the person who benefits? It's not us. So anyway, weren't bad as email subpoenaed. I don't know. I honestly, I don't know if they were. I do know that at least one person's emails were subpoenaed. Part of me wonders, so if maybe other people's emails were subpoenaed, but because they live in the United States, maybe they weren't notified. But the person who I do know was subpoenaed doesn't, or they live in Canada, so maybe I don't know. It could be just she was the only person who's subpoenaed. I don't know, but because no, it wouldn't be subpoenaed. First of all, it would be because it was a criminal investigation. It would be like a search warrant. If they needed or wanted the emails for a proceeding, it would be a what? Sorry. Work is asking me if I'm up right now. Okay. Probably means they want me going early tomorrow. That's okay though. Don't you mean the company? I don't know. What do you mean? I love that name though, by the way. I have to say, I love the name. Oh, why were there messages? Oh, I can still read them back here though. Oh, I didn't put the live chat on members only, so that's why we're getting the shitheads in here probably. But that's okay though, because they're fun. They can be fun. But I'll have fun for a minute or two, and then I'll put the subscribers only. But and now I forgot. Damn it! Now they interrupt me. I forgot where I was. Shit. Oh well. I think I got my point. I agree, Edward. I do too. Paul's post said that. So I say about time we get to know the truth. Oh, were Veda's emails? Maybe they were. I don't know. They could. I hope that they were. I do, because I know that Veda's not behind this shit. So having her shit subpoenaed and looked by an actual law enforcement official, then they would, be better off. Yeah, I was right. It's around Thursday. What time was I thought it was in earlier than that anyways. Okay, cool. All right, so well, that's the thing though, like if the feds were inquiring about them, then I don't think it would be a subpoena. I don't think. I mean, it would be a search warrant, right? Because it would be part of a criminal investigation. In which case, I mean, they can request whatever the fuck they want. Um, but I don't know. I'm not a law. I'm not a lawyer. I'm not a law person. So anyway, so yeah, I just wanted to share that because I was watching the videos there, and it just had me there for a moment. Like, here we people, like everyone who was around throughout all this, and even who's learned about it since, they all agree that this is a repeated pattern of events, a repeated pattern of behavior, whatever, on for whom or whomever's are behind this. So if that's the case, and the first time this happened, it did not hurt Katie. I think it's safe to say that if the pattern is being repeated, if the behavior is being repeated, then they're not looking to hurt Katie, because what's that saying or whatever, doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results is crazy or some shit like that. So that would be crazy, right? So unless they got the result they wanted, and they're getting the result they wanted by doing it again and again, in which case then it wouldn't be crazy. It would make pretty good fucking sense, right? So anyway. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. You see, I'm sorry, Shannon. See, I went back and I looked at the live chat on YouTube, and I saw that one of a message or whatever of yours was removed. And whenever I see that, and I'm like, oh, so it's a lot of times people come in here, they'll leave a comment and then they'll remove it real quick because they just want like someone to see it, but they don't want to leave it up there. And I just assumed that that's what I was saying. I apologize, but now that I think about it and I look at what it is you removed, you just removed like a couple of punctuation points. So yeah, my apologies, my bad. I think my head too was like still kind of stuck in this whole like the email and accusations and shit that we've all been like listening to for years. So I think maybe I was coming from a defensive point of view, in which case that was my bad and I apologize. So all right. So there's that. Now what was it that I was just sent here? I was just sent something pretty interesting. All right, so can I say that you sent it to me? All right, so someone in the chat here texted this to me, but I'm sure that they don't mind me saying who it is, but just in case, I'm going to let them out themselves and, take it from there. But here it is. All right, so this is from the Wayback Machines. For those of you who are not aware, not familiar with the Wayback Machine, it's webarchive.org. And like say there's a web page or whatever, a website that you had visited before, but that you go to visit again and it's no longer there. Well, you can grab the URL and you can go to webarchive.org, and then you can put the URL into the search bar. And then what that's going to do is that's going to check the archive and see if someone had saved that web page at some point in time in the past. And if they have, then it'll pull it up for you. You'd be surprised how many fucking people save shit, because it used to be when I first started doing this, fighting anti-vaxxers and stuff, like, God, it was almost 10 years ago now. Holy shit. But when I first started doing this, like, the web archive more often than not did not have what you were looking for. But now it's very rare that it doesn't, from what I've seen. And there's also archive something else, but it's usually this website that'll have it. Anyway, this here appears, I don't even know what I'm looking at yet. This is my first time looking at it, so, but we're gonna do this for a second. Anyway, glasses. And I do this because the glasses just make the light in the camera and shit makes it look all funky, and I don't like it. So, all right. So it says, you all laugh and gang up, thinking it's hilarious to post my criminal record. Katie says, address, full legal name, my husband's criminal record, and put out screenshots that are altered so you don't see what Karen said. Amber says, you have a criminal record? Katie says, Rue posted it, a DUI from 2003 that I've never hidden. Take a seat. And it's true. I don't know if she's ever tried to hide it in the very beginning. I didn't really pay attention. But for as long as I've known about the DUI, she's been great. She's been admitting it, accepting it, whatever. Amber says, me take a seat? LOL, I wasn't rude to you, just shocked. Jeez, being so defensive is a bad look. Chill. Fancy Jack. I love that name. Fancy Jack says, Jesus Christ, she asked a question. Coming unhinged much? Sean's Xbox says, drunk driving claims over 10,000 lives every year in the US. Maybe you should take the seat, lady. Very true. That is true. But I find this interesting, though. This is why it was sent to me, what Katie says here in the beginning. You all laugh and gang up, thinking it's hilarious to post my criminal record, address, full legal name, my husband's criminal record. I never knew that her husband had been arrested before. I mean, I don't think that she's talking like traffic infractions, you know. I mean, really, you don't get a criminal record from that. You just get a bad driving record and high insurance. But like a criminal record. Does anyone know what Todd's been arrested for? Or I'm kind of curious. I mean, I have some thoughts, but I'm not going to share anything without, you know, even I would have to have just a good inclination for me to share something, just in case I'm wrong. But yeah, this is the only capture it looks like. And what else was there? Oh, okay, I see. All right, I got that. There's others. There's others. Other archive posts. Oh, okay. Yeah, we're gonna have some fun with this, I think. I was going to go into some Diddy searching, but well, I probably still will, but we can hold off on that for a minute. One of my favorite things I like to do, though, like if I'm trying to learn more about a situation or an event, is I like to use tools to search Google properly, because you can find anything you're looking for if you know how to ask. So that's what I did with Diddy. Okay, so let me share this here. I can just go ahead and share. I don't need sound. Anyone have a link to the recent info that exposed Katie and her husband's arrest history? So that's where this came from. But we're going to scroll down here. Okay, so Katie Joy Paulson's tweeted about her fans half a dozen times alone, and you can pay $4 a month to be a super fan, or $10 a month of standing, and yada yada. So we have web archives to her tweets, it looks like, and her old Twitter too. More tweets. Notice changing story on her husband being an alcoholic. Yeah, yeah, uh-huh. Katie, this what I noticed too in the comments she made when she was talking about her husband's niece or whatever, talking to the subreddit, and she said that what was it? She was blaming my husband's, or she was blaming my son for my husband's alcoholism. Like okay, I don't know. Like if I were the husband, I would be like, that's kind of my business to put out there. Yeah, I get it. You want to be transparent and shit with your like audience or some shit, but I'm not on your channel. So be transparent with you, not me. You know that, and I would also be thinking, though obviously it's not true. Do you really want that out there in the public like that for your son to possibly come across someday? Like, I know it's a long shot and chances are it'll never happen. Hopefully, I do hope that that's the case. But she's like, just like something I was playing the other night when she sat there talking on TikTok about how her son has such a low IQ and everything. But she was explaining it like, he has a low IQ, so he'll never be like exceptional, basically. But it's high enough for him to know right from wrong and shit like that. Have a, I don't know, I guess sense of shit in his head anyway. So basically, you're saying that he's smart enough to know exactly what you're saying here, right? Like, why would you put that out there? Why would you do that? Oh my god, it just like my heart breaks for the kid. Like, I I can't imagine being like 12, 13 years old, whatever he is, and coming across hearing my mom say that about me. Like that would have crushed me. I don't care if it's true or not. I don't care if I knew I had issues or not. That would fucking destroy me, man. How do you do that? That's crazy. Okay, all right. I digress. Moving on. Oh, okay. This chart. What? All right, so we're gonna pull up some shit here. So it says, okay, I was getting backlash for referring to openly recovering addict Nick Snyder. As a meth head. Okay, she repeatedly made jokes. Her husband's addiction was trotted out to prove she doesn't hate addicts. She's repeatedly said in streams he's not an alcoholic and just doesn't drink because he saw himself heading there. So quit. That's what I recall. More power to him either way, in my opinion, and can respect him wanting his anonymity. I mean, there's this whole 12-step thing called Alcoholics Anonymous. But often Katie acts like people are being ridiculous and making up rumors when she is the one who brought it up. First thing, tweet with various screenshots on this. Okay. I remember watching live. Which discharge? Where's that coming from though? I want to see that. All right, so we're gonna pull these up. Oh, we can't shoot. That's right. That's not from way back, is it? No, it's not. All right. So I'm gonna have to grab the link and go to way back. So copy. All right. So this is exactly how you use Wayback. It takes a second though for it to search its archives. Like even if you have really good internet and not my shitty internet, it'll still take a second. And it will only have it if someone even like really bothered to save it, which you would be surprised the shit people are bothered to save. It's amazing actually. And people are quick about it too, like really quick. I was covering a GoFundMe back in like 2018 or something, I think it was. Maybe 2019. And the dude running it had it originally initially saying one thing, and then the very next day he changed it, and I was so mad. I was like, oh my god, I didn't grab a screenshot of it. So tried way back and poof, there it was. I was like, holy shit, awesome. All right, but it doesn't look like this. Oh wait, 3 captures. So right here in the top left, it says 3 captures. And here's what I find with Wayback. Okay. So when you get this here, this means that this is where it was captured. So you go right to that year. So we got 2020, and you go down, and you're going to see little dots here. Usually, if it's blue, it's a genuine, legit capture. If it's green or yellow, if it's green, it's hit or miss. If it's yellow, chances are it's not a capture. It's just going to lead you somewhere else. And this is what it's giving me. So it was captured, but just that's annoying. Where's the other one? Why does it say 3 captures, but it's only showing me maybe this here? Oh, that's why. There we go. Okay. Are you guys working on the expose? Gonna find my DUI from 2003 when I was 25 in San Diego, because I talk about it all the time, and I'm not ashamed of it. Learned a lot, and everything was discharged. Oh, that's where they got the discharge from. Okay. All right. That makes sense. All right. Friendships made to bash me. What? Okay. Oh, that's a funny show. Okay. So there's that. Okay. Okay. Anyways, I'm gonna share I don't know, did my moderator put a link in there? Write a better link in the comments. Okay. Oh, Edward, yes, your comment's visible. I'm sorry, I wasn't looking at chat, Edward. My apologies. I'm just catching up here in the comments. So I will put a link to this thread in the subreddit for anyone who wants to check it out and check out the archived links and everything. And excuse me if you heard that behind me, because God forbid he not do that so loudly. Anyway, I'll put a link in there though for anyone who wants to check it out. And like I said, for the let me go back here and share it. So for here, like the ones that don't, so if they say web archive in the beginning, then that's already an archived link. All you have to do is click on it, and it should bring you right to what it is you want to see. If it doesn't have the web archive in front of it, like right here, it says mobiletwitter.com, etc., then it's not an archive link. So you want to, on your mouse, you want to right click, and you get, I don't know, I'm hoping you guys can see the drop down menu there. I don't know. And then you want to click, you can hit copy or copy link address, doesn't matter. I just hit copy. And then you want to go to, why can't oh, here it is. Okay. So you want to go to right up here in the top, see it says webarchive.org. That's where you want to go. And then when you go there, here's what the homepage looks like. So here's what the homepage looks like. And you just put you click here. I just hit right click to get the cursor in there, or I mean left click to get the cursor in there, then right click to get the drop down menu again, and then hit paste and then enter. And then it will look for it. And then if you see this in front of you, then that means it was archived. If not, it will tell you, sorry, we have no archive of this or whatever. Sometimes it'll even say like, oh, that's still on the web, but it's not oftentimes. So I don't know why it says that. All right, so I am going to take a couple minutes here and go talk about the whole P. Diddy thing for a bit, and then I think I'm going to wrap up the stream. So, all right, so what I did here is because we know that P. Diddy has been calling this shit his freak offs. I searched Google for web pages where in the text of the web pages, not in the URL or anything, but in the text, it will have the words Diddy and the word freak. Okay. And then when that came up, I then went to tools, and for the anytime thing, I clicked custom range, and I put in January 1st, 1999 to January 1st, 2022, because I'm kind of curious how early this shit was being talked about and how often, or, because I haven't really heard anything, but I don't really follow Diddy. So I'm not sure I would have heard anything. It was only when his home was raided like last year that I really heard any of this for the first time. So, and I just think, everyone else is just like me. So everyone else has to, not heard him as well. I wonder. No, I'm kidding. But I think that if that's the case for me, then that's going to be the case for some people. So I wanted to go check it out. And here's what the search results gave me. So we have here 12 years ago, something about Diddy's freak off. Well, that might be more recent, though. I don't know why. Okay. Diddy, I wasn't such a control freak with Janelle, whatever, the Bad Boy Records founder. Okay. That's a song, it looks like. Dancer catches fire at Diddy party in Atlanta. So we're going to pull that up here for a second, because I had never heard of anyone catching fire or about any cars getting burnt either. That was new information for me today. So now why not check it out? But if anyone's curious about learning more about the Google search queries or whatever I'm using, they're called Google Dorks, DORK. Just Google them and you can just, learn them. It only takes a second, really. But you'd be amazed at what you can just pinpoint and search for directly by using these search queries. And all right. Can't stand these stupid ads. Everywhere there's an ad. Calling the puff of smoke. What? Oh, it's so fucked up. Last week, less than a week after partying with Issa Rae, Sean Diddy Combs hosted a birthday bash for Quality Control Music CEO Pierre P. Thomas at Atlanta's Fox Theater on Wednesday night, and the party was so hot, a dancer caught on fire. Oh, okay. So he didn't light anyone on fire. All right, what's this? I don't care. What's okay, what else we got here? Okay, I don't want to pull up any videos really, because I know that there's going to be probably like copyrighted music and shit, and I don't want to deal with that. Young Mamie explains rap freaks name drops. 24 hours with Diddy. Oh, I'm on page 2. I'm sorry, my bad. Let me go back to page 1. I'm a savage. Whatever I want, I have to get. Diddy is a weirdo. All right, this I think I'm going to pull up. And I'm going to have to reshare my screen.
If so, bump somebody. I like that. I love you, man.
7 years ago.
I got my MTV out. Savage! I'm a savage! Oh! I'm a savage! Whatever I want, I'm going to get! Whatever I want, I have to get!
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm pretty sure he's just putting on a performance there.
What's next? What's next? I gotta get it. I'm not gonna stay fucking down. I'm not gonna stay fucking lying down. I'm not. I can't do it, man. I can't do that. What's next? Give me something else. What can't you do? I can do it. I can do anything.
Okay. It seems so. Diddy ready for the freak out party? What the fuck is wrong? Diddy ready for the freak out party? What the fuck is wrong with Diddy? 8 years ago. Diddy makes Fabulous uncomfortable. How long ago was that? I think that was, it says 6 years ago. I'm going to go back up to that one in a second. I just want to scroll down and see what else is down here. Now, why does it say 2010? But it's talking as if it's a recent story. Let me see here. Yeah, it's from 2 days ago, but it says 2010. Why? Are like these media websites like taking old articles and just updating them? I mean, I don't know. I hope not, because then that's just going to screw up my search, my Google searches like crazy. I'm not going to like that. And now my computer's okay. There we go. All right, so we're going to go back here. I'm going to go up to that one that I passed. I want to touch back on right here. I'm going to pause it first. Just, I don't know if there's going to be music or not. I want to just see what the video says first of all. McCabe, it says for the channel. Diddy was posting a strange-looking video on his Instagram. What the fuck is wrong with this guy? He sure is on Molly and other shit, chilling with Cassie in a hotel room. Diddy with the pimp wig on Molly. Molly will make you do some fucked up shit. All right, I'm not listening to a bunch of shit like that. Okay, so that was some time ago. Let's see what else there is. Okay. 50 Cent has repeatedly claimed that Diddy recorded tapes. And I have to say, I love that. I love that 50 Cent is coming out to be like the hero of this story for the most part, because he's been calling out Diddy for this shit for like the longest time. I didn't know this. This is something I've learned, the past few days, but it's pretty amazing, I think. I have to say, because I think anyone in this industry, especially at that level, is going to feel a lot of pressure to not call him out on shit, or to not call a spade a spade. You know what I mean? Like he's using people, he's exploiting people. So call him out on it, but they won't. They can't, because if they do, then they're going to lose their career, So I have to say, I love that 50 Cent is the hero here. Anyway, 50 Cent has repeatedly claimed that Diddy recorded tapes of his infamous party, some of which have been referred to as freak-ups in the various lawsuits filed against the Bad Boy Record founder. Diddy is facing numerous lawsuits accusing him of abuse, sexual assault, and trafficking. And it's funny, too, because you hear him tell the story, how he's just like, Diddy was like, hey, why don't we go out shopping sometime? I'll pay. And he's like, the fuck did you just say to me? He was like, what? And it's like, that's all it took. And he was just like, no, I'm not fucking around with that. That's funny, though. All right. See, why do these all say like the older years, but they're not? Oh, I already looked at that page. It's right. Page 3. Huh. Mm. Right now, these are just mostly videos, it looks like. You like me today with fur. Okay, let's see what's on page 10. J-Lo using relationship with Ben Affleck to make it. What? Oh, I want to read this. Drake injured in fight with P. Diddy outside Miami club. It's from 2014. Because Drake's name's been brought up a few times in this, I guess. I guess that there's like all kinds of names are being thrown around or whatever or alleged, but there's I guess like a few names that are people are pretty assured about, and I think Drake is one of those names. I mean, I don't know, and I don't really know what it means, but whatever. The reasoning behind the fight is unclear. Some sources say it began when Diddy claimed Drake had been using music without the proper rights, while others believe it involved nasty comments Drake had been saying to Diddy's girlfriend Cassie. The fight occurred around 4 a.m. outside of Live, which is in the Hotel Fontainebleau. According to witnesses, including Rick Ross's DJ Sam Sneaker. Is this Sneaker? Okay. Drake was pretty badly injured and possibly hospitalized. According to New York Daily News, Diddy and his security walked over to Drake's table and let him know that Diddy wanted to talk to him outside around 4 a.m. A club insider told the news on Monday. Both entertainers marched outside with their entourages in tow. Within 20 minutes, the fight was over and Diddy was back inside the nightclub chilling in a VIP booth. Drake left the club after the two scuffled, sources said. Diddy punched Drake 3 times, a witness who was at the club at the time of the fight told the news. Is that what happened? I wonder. Survive. Oh, it's Roblox, whatever. What? Okay, whatever. That looks like bullshit. But I want to read this one here. J-Lo using relationship with Ben Affleck to make Diddy make him what? Jealous? Whatever, something stupid. As rapper is still her true love after 2001 split. Yeah, I'm thinking that this article is just didn't age too well. Like, why was this even written? This is crazy. Like, where did this even come from? And seriously, why would Diddy even care about Ben Affleck? Believes that J-Lo never got over her romance with the rap mogul and is still determined to make him jealous. It comes after the father of 6, estimated by Forbes to be worth almost $900 million, recently raised eyebrows by posting an Instagram photo of himself with J-Lo from when they were dating. So it sounds to me like P. Diddy wanted this story out there, wanted to give this impression or whatever, just for whatever reason to fuck with them. Fans were quick to speculate that Diddy, who was with the If You Had My Love singer from 1999 to 2001, did it in part to tease Ben 48, but also to drop a flirty message to his one-time lover. Okay, interesting. All right, let me go back and check in chat here. I haven't checked in a while. Yeah, I think P. Diddy is just the tip of the iceberg too. Oh, I wasn't looking for anything in particular. I was just looking to see what was there. Yeah, and I'm still gonna probably I know I'm definitely gonna try other search queries or whatever and keep looking, but it's one of those things like when these new events happen and you kind of your eyes are opened to the truth or whatever, and then you look at things through hindsight. It's amazing to see what was there in front of you the whole time, but why you didn't have the right sight to notice it at that time, but now you do, so now you notice it. I don't know. I think seeing that helps better prepare you for any similar situations down the road because you will already know what it looks like. So, it's just hi Shatter Pink Skull. We were just talking about P. Diddy there for a minute, but I'm actually going to be wrapping this up in a minute. Let me go back here. Oh, okay. All right. So yeah, we were just we were talking about some like drama related shit or whatever before that, and I was just kind of I've been doing some like just older searches or whatever for P. Diddy just to see what signs or whatever, what stories, what things were there all along that just none of us realized. And I'll check one more thing before I sign off. Yeah, for those who aren't aware, bail was denied for P. Diddy. He's very likely going to remain um in jail or prison, whatever, I don't know, until the end of his trial and probably even longer after that. But yeah. Like one of the main reasons too for that is according to the court was, I mean, yeah, there's a flight risk option or whatever, but I think their main concern really is that because I think it might be even kind of hard for him to really. Can you imagine being P. Diddy right now and trying to walk about the earth anonymously? Good luck with that. So I think really their main concern is intimidation of witnesses because that's what he's been pretty much known to be doing allegedly right up until this point. So just crazy. But I think that, yeah, like someone said there in the chat, this is just the tip of the iceberg. I don't know who else is going to be named or come out with a lot of this, but I think what we're going to see more than anything is that I don't think we're going to see many people who are right there on the same level of guilt as P. Diddy. I think that anyone who is of any level of guilt will have likely achieved that guilt mostly through blackmail or whatever from P. Diddy. I think that's what we're going to see, and that's going to be sad. So, but hopefully we don't see. Hopefully, there's not that many victims. That's what I'm hoping for, anyway. I think that's all we can hope for, really. All right, I'm going to check chat one more time and then sign off. Oh, the beginning of this stream had to do with Kay and Sassy. So, it's a bit to explain, but like comparing some old shit to some new shit and just pointing out some shit, I guess. Mm. I remember rumors for years about various people in the industry. I have a friend that was a security guard and left Hollywood because of the parties. Yeah, I've been hearing about some people who, you realize that they haven't been around when you hear about them, But like, oh fuck, I forgot that one guy's name. That Andre guy. I can't remember what he was called, Andre something. He kind of just like left the whole scene and just, took a long sabbatical basically. And it's because of this by and large, from what I understand, allegedly. Oh wow, Edward, you've been around for a while then, yeah. But yeah, I don't know what his record's for. I don't know. It didn't look like it was stated there, and it I've never heard of him having a record, of Todd having a record before. I think I remember like a couple of rumors or something, but I think the main rumor I've heard before is that he wrecked a car or something or a van at work or some shit like that, which again, just a rumor. But yeah, I've never really heard like a solid rumor about him having been arrested. Heard stating that is the first, I don't know, substantial thing I've seen about it. So I wonder what he did. Okay. um, oh, the new that I'm speaking of is the current litigation. I guess events or whatever that are about to happen. I guess. Because there's it was Katie for months now on her channel, on her YouTube channel, on her Instagram, and I don't think I've heard her say it on TikTok. So I think it's just Instagram and YouTube. But for months, going back to February at least, she has been accusing another content creator of the same exact shit that she had accused myself, Steve, Tina, Dottie, and several others, throughout the years since then. So this content creator is just the next in a long line of people she's pointed the finger at. And it's just, I was going over things and showing a pattern and just trying to put things in perspective, I guess. So that's all. Yeah. So check out the replay. But all right, I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to go lay down because now I have to go into work a couple hours earlier than I planned on. Right. No, and I'm not saying anything more than Katie herself has already publicly stated on her channel, but I'm still not stating who it's in regard to. So, I mean, I don't know. It's not my business to tell in detail. That's all. So, all right, guys, have a good night. Thanks for being here. And I will not be streaming tomorrow, I don't think. Probably not Friday. Probably not again until Saturday night because I'm working tomorrow night and Friday night. So, all right, guys, have a good rest of your week. Bye.